Now you won't be able to get through town on 17A. It's absolutely that critical.
Dr. Lomax?
Absolutely. When I came here in 1973, my realtor explained to me that that road was going to be built. The argument was which side of the drainage ditch. Unfortunately, they're still having that argument. I'm not privileged to some of the inside workings, but I understand there's some political problems and some influence with the Army Corps of Engineers, which I think needs to be straightened out with good work with our federal people. But absolutely, we need that. That will be one of many roads, by the way. They should also bring the Glen McConnell down, connected with Old Orangeburg Road, which was the original plan, with a spur out to Givans. What you have to do with those roads is limit the access. If you limit access and restrict what can be developed with each access, you don't get restaurants and gas stations and all this stuff at every access. So you need to be sure those roads are truly bypasses.
Thank you. Mr. Collins, you get the next question. What are your thoughts on a strong mayor form of government for the town of Summerville? Do you support a referendum for the people to choose?
I would certainly support a referendum. The way the referendum would work, the mayor and 3 council members or 4 council members alone have to vote to hold the referendum. And then the referendum would be held and the people would decide if they want a strong mayor form. But I think the council form that we have now, I think the mayor has plenty of power. You got to be there full time to do it. And I think if you've got no encumbrances and you can work on it every day, you can get a lot done. But yes, I would support that.
Dr. Lomax?
The town now is at the size where we need a full-time mayor. It's not going to be me. I look at myself as an interim mayor, but I would push for that. Main reason is we're competing against very strong mayors. Mayor Riley speaks, North Charleston, they speak with great authority. Somerville speaks, we speak with 6 voices, not all in unison. We're big enough where we do need a full-time mayor. I think it'll save us money. I think we have a full-time mayor with a good executive secretary. We can get rid of the town administrator and another assistant. If you add up their salaries, it's pretty hefty. Very, very hefty.
Thank you. Mr. Myler?
That's an easy question right there. You know, since Summerville is now the 7th largest city in South Carolina, we have shed the image of a quaint little town, a little sleepy village, if you would, the bedroom community of Charleston. We are a vibrant city with a lot of needs. We, as been amply put, we are right in the crosshairs of 2 entities with full-time mayors who are very aggressive in promoting their cities and expanding their borders. The model we have had for many, many years, and by the way, there are thousands of examples of a weak mayor, strong council government across the United States. And almost every time there's an election, these issues come up and they wrestle with these. What is best? What is best and what's best for the town? And I think each town stands on its own merit. I believe in today's economy, I think you're going to have someone who can roll their sleeves up and throw their life into that position so they can serve you, the town members and constituents of Summerville. Because there are so many opportunities out there that are beyond the gates, that have huge time demands. And that will only happen if your mayor is out there representing you on a daily basis. And that makes it very exciting. The mayor model that we had before was fine. I believe now we're in that era that we need to go ahead and compete on a full-time basis with a full-time mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Lomax, the next question is yours. What is your plan specifically to promote economic development for the town?
I think what we need to do is to make it business friendly. We have to make it easier for people to do business here in town. We need to streamline the permitting purpose. you probably need to assign one person to handle each permitting process, so you don't have to go to this place, that place, deal with this person, that person. Other than a whole different atmosphere at town hall, I think that's what you're gonna have to do. You've gotta make it friendly, you've gotta make them say, hey, come, we want your business. I think that the tone is set. I have a military background, and the tone of the command, you can sense it. As soon as you go into the facility command, you know whether that's a friendly, positive type command, or do you sense a lot of friction. That's what we need to do. And you do that from the top.
Thank you, Mr. Myler.
Well, Bill's exactly right on that issue. We certainly have to change the whole atmosphere at Town Hall to make it just strongly business friendly. And we have to streamline the permitting process so people can come in and get their work done. We also have to do a few other things as well. We have to build strong alliances with our Tri-County partners. We are a major city, and we need to make sure that we have a voice there to make sure we are attracting the necessary jobs that need to come to Summerville. We also need to look at what we're doing. We need to accent and build the things we're doing well. We need to strengthen the things we're doing poorly, and need to eliminate the things that we're doing wrong. So therefore, we can streamline a whole process to speak economic opportunity to people. By doing that, we will attract people. And once people are attracted to something, it naturally will grow. Growth begets growth, development begets development. And as Bill has also mentioned, there are several opportunities that we have in front of us to create that revenue stream. Those tax incremental finance districts are one of them. We have planned infrastructure development programs we could put. There's a lot of things we can do together to build consensus to say we are open for business, please come.
Thank you. Mr. Collins?
Last August, the Mayoral firm out of Greenville completed a markets survey of Dorchester County that included St. George, Summerville, and the county. And this is a very impressive document. A lot of research went into this. It showed that we in Summerville, for example, are losing $38 million a year in revenue from our citizens who are going out of Summerville to shop because we don't have the kind of shops they need in town. We don't have the kind of stores. And they recommend what we go after, be it a high-end food store like a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods or an Earth Fare, those kinds of things. But that survey has been completed, and a little bit has been done with it, but not a great deal. We need to take that off the shelf and use it as a blueprint. I also think we need to work with the businesses that are here to nourish them, get them to expand and grow so they can pay more in the way of business licenses by growth of their business. The way I do that, you know, the state gives away tax breaks when we bring in a big industry. You bring in a big industry and create a job and we'll give you $3,500 off your tax. We can't do that for every small business, but we could certainly give them something and encourage them because they're already here. They're committed to us. Let's nurse and nurture them and grow those businesses, and then I think we can bring others. And I would actively recruit new business to town every day.
Thank you. Mr. Myler, the next question is yours. Where do you stand on the need for a civic performing arts center for Summerville?
I think it'd be fantastic. I think that would speak vitality. I think would welcome and invite our regional players to come in. I think commerce would be spawned from it. I think part of that design could also be retail space to draw income. I think it could be a real beacon and an attraction that would really augment and help amplify what we already have with our downtown center. I also think that would help spur recreational opportunities because once that type of excitement begins to generate in a community, a lot of good things happen. Energy begets energy, and when people see something happening dynamic, other people want to be a part of that. So I think it'd be a wonderful feather in our cap once we do that. And we certainly can do that with private funding because the resources are there to do that.
Mr. Collins?
I was a member of the ABCC board for about a year, a little over a year, just got off, and I think the civic